My date accused me of poisoning her food, and I ordered dessert. You poisoned me! Jessica's voice cut through the restaurant like a knife. She was clutching her throat, her face contorted in what was supposed to be pain. Every head in the dining room turned toward our table. I was mid-bite of my pasta when she started the performance. She knocked over her wine glass, the red liquid spreading across the white tablecloth. He put something in my drink. I can't breathe. Someone call 911. The manager appeared within seconds, his face pale. Other diners were pulling out their phones. Jessica was gasping now, one hand on her chest, the other pointing at me with a trembling finger. He tried to kill me. I felt it the moment I took a sip. The manager looked at me, his expression mixing concern and accusation. Sir, I need you to stay seated. We're calling the police. Jessica slumped in her chair dramatically. I need an ambulance, please. He poisoned me. I set down my fork and reached for my water glass. The entire restaurant was watching. This was supposed to be a nice first date at Marcello's, one of the best Italian restaurants in the city. We'd matched on a dating app 3 days ago. She'd suggested this place specifically. Now I was being accused of attempted murder in front of 50 witnesses. I'd like to see your security footage, I said calmly to the manager. The cameras covering this table and the restrooms. The manager frowned. Sir, we need to wait for— I'm a food critic for the Tribune, I said, showing my credentials with my name covered. And I think you'll want to see what I noticed. Jessica's theatrical gasping got louder. Other diners were filming now. This was exactly what she wanted, an audience. I pulled out my phone and opened my notes with timestamps. 20 minutes ago, she excused herself to the restroom. She was gone nearly 10 minutes. Before she left, she made a point of asking me about the wine list. Drew my attention across the room. I'm a food critic. I never let anyone tamper with my food or drink. Professional habit. I watched her in my peripheral vision do something to her own glass before she left. The manager's expression shifted. I don't like eating alone. Good food should be shared. So when she matched with me and suggested this specific restaurant, I thought it would be a nice evening. But last week, a colleague mentioned several high-end places have been hit with similar scams. Same pattern. Woman claims food poisoning, threatens lawsuit, settles quietly. When she started acting strange during dinner, drawing my attention away from our drinks repeatedly, I became suspicious. That's when I caught her tampering with her own glass. Jessica went pale. You're insane. Why would I poison myself? Because upscale restaurants will pay to avoid bad publicity, I said. And you specifically suggested this place. You've been too eager to make a scene. The manager disappeared toward the back. Sirens wailed in the distance. Jessica stood to leave. I don't have to listen to this. Actually, you do. 2 police officers walked through the door. The manager must have called them. One officer approached while the other spoke with the manager and owner who'd appeared with a tablet. Jessica immediately went back into victim mode. Officers, this man poisoned me. I need a hospital. I showed the first officer my credentials and phone. I'm a food critic. I believe she's committing insurance fraud. The restaurant should have security footage. The owner turned his tablet toward us. We do. 3 angles. The officer watched the screen. His expression hardened. On the footage, Jessica returned from the restroom, checked to make sure I was distracted by the wine list, then pulled something from her purse and added drops to her own wine glass. Crystal clear. Ma'am, I need to see your purse, the officer said. Jessica clutched her bag. I need to leave. I'm sick. Your purse. Now. The officer pulled out a small vial when she finally opened it. Ipecac syrup induces vomiting. Why do you have this? It's for emergencies. You poisoned yourself, the officer said flatly. We can see it on camera. A detective arrived, took one look at the footage and her face, and her expression turned sour. We've been looking for someone matching this description. 3 other restaurants filed reports after comparing notes about being scammed by the same woman. Jessica's performance dropped entirely. I want a lawyer. You're under arrest for fraud, attempted extortion, and filing false police reports. As they cuffed her, Jessica glared at me with pure hatred. I sat back down as they led her away. The manager approached, still pale. Thank you, if you hadn't noticed. Just doing my job, I said. Now, about that tiramisu? 10 minutes later, I was eating excellent tiramisu while typing a 5-star review. Outstanding food, impeccable service, and excellent fraud prevention.